Redevelopment Commission meeting to order on this Tuesday, October 2nd. It's now 4:30. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence after? Okay, can we have a roll call on the commissioners?
Soto Presley.
Here.
Casbricky.
Here.
Bejas.
Here.
Myrick.
Here.
Upridge.
Here. For the record, all 5 are present. Okay, number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Number 4, communications.
Commissioner, Africa Tarver and the Redevelopment Commission did receive a card of congratulations. It says, "Congratulations and thank you for all the hard work you put forth on the Sportsplex. We are also pleased and proud to have this fantastic building in Hammond, and we have you all to thank for it. It will be a wonderful venue and legacy for the public for decades to come. Thank you so much, Donna Muta."
Very nice. Okay, thank you, Cynthia, on that. All right, number 5, our minutes. We have August 7th, 2018 minutes and August 21st, 2018.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes for the Redevelopment Commission meetings for August 7th, 2018, and August 21st, 2018.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second from our minutes dating August 7th, 2018 and August 21st, 2018. Is there any further questions or discussion on the minutes? Okay, roll call, please.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Casbricky.
Yes.
Bejas.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Upridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. All right, number 6, our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. Looks like we might have one applicant.
Yes, and she's present. I'd just like to make it known that Ms. Nelson is a city employee.
Okay. Welcome. You want to just come forward and maybe introduce yourself? And
My name is Christiane Nelson. I work at the Hammond Sportsplex. So,
I thought I saw you, yeah.
yes.
You're buying a house in Hammond,
Yes, sir.
and you're a first-time home buyer?
Yes, sir.
How did you hear about the program, other than you work for the city?
I actually heard from Kimberly Roberts. She was talking about it, so I inquired a little bit more and got in contact with Andrea, and then went about the process with that. And then hopefully I'd be able to get it. So here I am.
Well, we just like to know where people hear about the program.
Oh, yeah.
Is the session stand open yet?
Not yet. Couple more weeks. Couple more. We're gonna have top of the line hot dogs. It's okay.
So you gotta be there tomorrow. You got
You watched the last meeting.
Yeah, there
Oh yeah. Email me.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for Christiane Nelson for 7334 New Hampshire Place.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for Christiana Nelson at 7334 New Hampshire Place. We have a roll call on that.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Casbricky.
Yes.
Bejas.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Upridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
You may be excused if you like. Okay, number 7's our roof program, conditional loan approval. We have 2 applicants.
Yes, they're both present.
Can they come forward? Want to state your name?
Daniel Marrero.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, pronounce your last name again for me?
Marrero.
Marrero. Okay, I'm sorry to butcher your name. So, instead of saying it
Everybody
again,
does.
do you understand do you understand this program? Has it been explained to you?
Yes.
Do you understand that the Hammond Redevelopment Commission only provides the funding? We don't warranty the contractor? You must do your own due diligence as far as the contract?
Understood.
Okay. What questions do you have for us?
No questions,
No
really.
questions. Well, that's great.
More like a thank you.
Well, no thank yous yet. So we need to do this separately?
Do we have another
Yeah.
the other candidate here?
Mr. McDillan?
Yeah, if he could come forward, we'll,
There he is.
if there's a motion, we'll motion both of them.
Hello, Mr. McDillan.
Hello,
Glad that you can make it out. I know it's a little difficult for you.
thank you.
So I'm gonna just ask you to say a couple of questions. Has the loan program been explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the terms of the program?
Yes, sir.
Do you also understand that the Hammond Redevelopment Commission only provides funding? We do not guarantee the contractor's work.
Yes, sir.
And do you have any questions for us?
No, I just want to thank you. It's been hundreds of prayers going out that I get this.
Okay.
I want to thank the city, and I want to thank two people, especially Bill. I can't remember his last name.
Okay.
Cubic, and Andrea. They've both been very helpful in thus getting me this far.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions?
No.
Mr. President, I'm making a motion for the approval of the roof program, the conditional loan approval for the applicants.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the roof program, conditional loan approval for Daniel and Jennifer Marrero at 4042 Grover Avenue and Mark McDillan at 3217 176th Street. Can we have a roll call on that, please?
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Esperky?
Yes.
Navejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Poppridge?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Thank you, appreciate you coming out. You may
Thank
be
you.
excused if you like.
God bless you all.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, number 8's our homebound guidelines updates. I think you should have received one in your packet.
Yep.
Is this just
So
kind
the
of,
changes are basically because we're getting funded from a different group?
Yes,
So, and then they decided on these changes?
and they have different, yes, home funding has different requirements than CDBG.
They- Which is fine, and, I mean, guidelines are guidelines. The paragraph I found not confusing, but strange, that if a bank does not allow a lien to be placed on the property after the primary closing, that we would give the check directly to the applicant. And I guess that goes to the legal team, but is that sufficient to put a secondary lien on the property?
Well, from my understanding, it's always been like that. That's just only for the new construction. That's not for everyone else, only for new construction.
Okay, so that's just for new construction.
Yes.
Does that happen often, or do we know of this? It just sounds like a unique situation to me, but.
It's happened before. Well, I've only been here a little over a year, and it's happened once with me.
That's the only item that jumped out at me, guys, so.
It's not really out of the ordinary because you're taking a second position anyway, right? So,
You write the check directly to the person.
correct, but as long as you document it, put your mortgage in at that point, I mean, they have to show that they've expended those funds. I mean, it has happened on 2 instances I'm aware of in the past, and it's always been new construction was where we run
I
it.
read through it, and that's the one that just seemed odd to me, but if
You know,
If that's the program, and like I say,
I thought of it like with the VA, sometimes when they get concessions, because it's VA, there's no money down. That's the only, they can get back at closing, with a VA, this is a VA, they can get back that earnest money and their appraisal.
there's no
So,
lien put on the property.
no, it's no lien, but I'm just
Right,
saying,
that-
those
that's-
along those same type of.
Yeah, man, it's a moot point. We've been doing it, and that's fine. That was the one I found, kind of jumped out at me.
Okay. No motion, you want me to motion?
Mr. President, I move for the acceptance of the homebound guidelines updates.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the homebound guideline updates. Can we have a roll call on that?
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Espricki,
Yes.
Vejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, number 9's approval of proposed agreement with First Group Engineering Incorporated for the downtown parking and pedestrian enhancement study.
Can somebody give us a, kind of a easy version, not the legalese of what this is?
Summary.
I really can't. I didn't get a chance to talk to Africa before she left for AIM, so I know that it's a not to exceed $26,800, but I don't know I don't know the specifics behind it, so, I think you can just, if you wanted to get further explanation, pass this to the 16th.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I mean,
Or-
like I say, I've been reading it, and there is a scope of work explanation, but I still kind of don't know that I totally get it. This will include a plan for changing parking on Holman Avenue to angle parking and enhancements to make Holman Avenue more pedestrian friendly. And I guess it's just a study that we're approving, right?
That's correct. But I don't know how time sensitive it is.
I mean, I don't mind, I have no problem approving a study. It's,
Yeah,
went through
engineering.
Okay.
yeah.
Went through engineering.
Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval for the proposed agreement with First Group Engineering Incorporated for the downtown parking and pedestrian enhancement study.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the approval and proposed agreement with First Group Engineering for the downtown parking and pedestrian enhancement study. Can we have a roll call then on that?
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Espricki,
Yes.
Vejas,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. All right, number 10's a determination of compliance with the redevelopment plan for a marina redevelopment area regarding Starbucks at 906 Indianapolis Boulevard.
Good evening. I'm Dan Tersman with the Luke Family of Brands. We've presented our preliminary development plan for your determination of compliance with this property is located within the Marina District Development in North Hammond, or the Robertsdale neighborhood, where there is a redevelopment agreement with the commission. So essentially the plan is for construction of a new 2,100 square foot masonry building for use as a Starbucks restaurant.
Freestanding building.
Freestanding building, yes.
Okay, just for visuals, kind of by, it's all gonna be in that kind of Walmart development, right? So,
So, yes, so In front of Walmart, there are essentially along Indianapolis Boulevard, there are some outlots there. There's currently an IHOP and a Popeyes. So adjacent to those lots then would be where this would be going. So right kind of, there's
Right on the boulevard.
right on the boulevard. There's no access from the boulevard. The access would be actually from the the entrance drives around back, so Roby Drive. And so, when that development was completed, there were four parcels along the frontage there, and so this would be going on one of those.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
You bet. Thank you.
We're gonna bring Brian Pullen up to the podium and give your overall view of this project.
Good evening, everybody. As noted, the property is in the Marina redevelopment area, as well as being subject to the development agreement. The redevelopment area has been in effect for quite some time, but the current version of the plan related to the Roby allocation area is the 2013 plan. The project was reviewed in accordance with the development agreement, and it is also in compliance with the redevelopment agreement, the development agreement. As far as aspects of the project related to the planned unit development district, the PUD ordinance, the property will require a subdivision of the lot, and we will have to have the amend the PUD ordinance to reflect the change of the lots. So the determination of compliance is the first step in order to pursue that. I do believe, and Mr. Tersman can correct me, you are talking about a early spring groundbreaking? Yes. So we still have, to go through several procedures, and hopefully that, everything will keep on track to keep on the schedule that the developer has laid out. As far as the recommendation, as noted, the proposed Starbucks development follows the provisions of the 2013 amendment to the redevelopment plan and the project developers agreement. Staff recommends that the redevelopment commission make a determination, and I see one of my typical typos. The proposed Starbucks project is compliant with the 2013 amendment to the redevelopment plan, subject to the final engineering and technical review by all the applicable city departments, approval of the final development plan by the Planning Commission, approval of the subdivision of Lot 7, and approval of the amendments to the Marina District Development PUD District Ordinance.
I'm glad you caught that change, because I was ready to.
I change everything else, but it's usually that paragraph that I miss when I type over something.
And although I know what PUD means, just for the public, can you give us what the acronym PUD stands for?
Planned Unit Development.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. President, I move that the proposed, not Popeye, but Starbucks project is compliant with the 2013 amendment to the redevelopment plan for the Marina Redevelopment District, subject to items 1, 2, 3, and 4 as listed.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor.
Got my dig in.
Is there any further questions or discussion about chicken or coffee?
Or both, yeah.
Okay, roll call, please.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Tesbricki?
Yes.
Vejas?
Yes.
Myricks?
Yes.
Albrecht?
Yes, motion passes. 5 yes. Thank you. Number 11's authorization to advertise for the construction of a parking lot at 2805 JF Mahoney Drive.
In your packet, did you get the site plan?
There's a map.
Okay, so to help you orient you on this project, this is the ice cube project for the hockey rink. And the property has been subdivided into a lot for the hockey rink and a lot for the parking lot, which would be at the corner, southeast corner of Mahoney Drive and 175th Street. So that parking lot is still going to be retained by the Redevelopment Commission, and it would be the commission's responsibility to construct the parking lot. So the bid specs are 99% complete, and so the request is for authorization to go out for bids. Between last week and this week, from a discussion that happened yesterday, we are now talking about sending out the bids until December, but, you know, we're here to get the authorization to proceed. It's just going to happen a little bit later than was talked about 10 days ago. So it's just, again, the request is to authorize for the advertising for the construction of the parking lot.
So, any questions? I make a motion to accept the authorization to advertise for the construction of a parking lot at 2805 JF Mahoney Drive.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the authorization to advertise for the construction of a parking lot at 2805 JF Mahoney Drive. Can we have a roll call on that?
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Tesbricki?
Yes.
Vejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Elbridge?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Thank you. Number 12 is our bills, register of claims.
Mr. President, I make a motion to pay the Register of Claims for August 10th, 2018 through September 24th, 2018, Register of Claims R56439 through R56610.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the register of claims dating August 10th, 2018 through September 24th, 2018. Those are claims R56439 through claim R56610. Is there any questions, discussion on these claims? Okay, roll call, please.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Tesbricki?
Yes.
Vejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Elbridge?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. All right, number 13, no unfinished business, I think, just a couple of things to talk about, clarify, right?
Well, I have one item.
Okay.
So the hockey complex the subdivision has been approved now. The title work's been completed, and we're working on getting the closing set for the transfer of the land that will be owned by the developer. But in the meantime, because that could take a few weeks, they would like to apply for their permits to begin the excavation and start some of the process. We could make them wait until the closing actually happens, or we can give them permission to put in those permit applications now, because those will take a few days as well. So they've requested that we allow and take an affirmative vote to allow them the authorization to apply for their permits, obviously pending the closing that's going to happen, I would think, clearly by the end of October and hopefully in the next 2 weeks.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that.
No, it just keeps the project moving
Right.
along, and I think they're trying to beat the weather a little bit too, so.
All right, there's a motion and a second on the floor. Can we have a roll call on that?
Presley?
Yes.
Tesbricki?
Yes.
Vejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Elbridge?
Yes. Motion passes. 5 yes.
The only other thing is the budget. You all have a copy of our redevelopment budget, which right now is going before council. It went yesterday, and it'll go for final approval on the 15th.
15.
All right, thank you. Just information for us to have, right?
Redevelopment budget for 2019.
There are a couple other things.
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
Not our next meeting, but the one after that, November 6th, Election Day. I'd like to move that to November 8th, if you guys are all okay with that.
The 8th is the Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Is that a motion? I second. Is it,
Well, you
that
guys,
okay with you?
I'm just letting you know.
Fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's election day, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
so
make
if
the
you guys can make a motion and,
Mr. President, I make a motion that we move.
I thought he did. Okay, yeah.
Mr. President, I make a motion that we move our November 7th meeting.
Sixth.
Sixth meeting to November the 8th.
Second.
okay, our November 6th meeting, which is Tuesday, will be moved that week to Thursday, November 8th. It'll be the same time, same place, 4:30 here. Can we have a roll call on that? There's a motion and a second.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Ricky?
Yes.
Bejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Roberts?
Yes, motion passes. 5 yes.
I know it passed, but we know there's no schedule conflicts? I mean, that we can meet here?
I will double check and make sure.
The room should be available.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, Monday there's a council meeting, so that's why we picked Thursday.
Mr. President, it's come to my attention that Ms. Lewis wanted us to have an executive session,
Work session.
work session. On what date was that?
That's the
October
next meeting.
16th.
The next meeting, on the 16th? At 4 o'clock? Everybody okay with that?
What day is the 16th,
It's a
Tuesday?
Tuesday. The
It's
next
our
meeting,
regular- Next meeting is
it's just at 4 o'clock.
just at 4 o'clock.
So
We'll
we'll
have
meet
a work session,
at what time, 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. Forget about that
Which I should be fine.
camera. I'm not used to talking into a camera, I'm used to having a conversation with someone. So we need to make that motion?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to have our next meeting that's regularly scheduled October the 16th, 4 o'clock for a work session for the Redevelopment Commission.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for our next meeting, which falls on October 16th, a Tuesday. We'll have a work session begin at 4 o'clock. Can we have a roll call on that?
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Ricky?
Yes.
Bejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Roberts?
Yes, motion passes. 5 yes.
Face the damn camera.
And there will be a reminder, on your notice that you get, so, just so you know. Okay, is there any more new and unfinished business? All right, then we'll move to number 14, public comment. Anybody like to come forward? Public comment's open now. You got 3 minutes, you can speak. Okay, public comment closed. Number 15.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
That.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned.